Did you know that prayer can transform mundane tasks into meaningful moments? It's a profound thought, isn't it? In our fast-paced world, prayer often feels like one more item on an already packed to-do list. But what if prayer wasn't something separate from your day? What if it became a part of it? Today, I want to explore how we can incorporate prayer into everyday activities, why it matters, and how it can deepen your spiritual life in ways you might not expect. Let's start with a challenge many of us face: finding time for prayer. We lead busy lives. Work, family, and endless responsibilities pull us in every direction. Often, prayer feels disconnected from daily routines, something we do when we have extra time. But what if I told you that prayer can seamlessly fit into the very fabric of your day? That it's not about carving out more time, but about making the time you already have more meaningful? In 1 Thessalonians 5:17, we're called to pray without ceasing. At first glance, that sounds impossible. How can anyone possibly pray all day? But the beauty of this verse lies in its simplicity. Prayer doesn't have to be a formal, extended event. It can be a constant conversation with God, woven into the rhythm of your life. Let's talk about how to make this practical. Here are a few ways to bring prayer into the activities you're already doing. Pray while doing chores. Whether you're washing dishes, folding laundry, or cleaning the house, use these moments to thank God for the blessings in your life. Pray for the people who benefit from your efforts. Like your family, pray while commuting to work. Instead of listening to the news or scrolling through social media, turn your commute into sacred time. Pray for safe travels, for the people around you, and for the work you're heading to. Pray while cooking. As you prepare meals, reflect on God's provision. Pray for the nourishment of your body and for those who may be hungry or in need. Pray while in nature. If you take a walk or exercise outdoors, let your surroundings remind you of God's creation. Thank Him for the beauty and the breath in your lungs. Pray before conversations. Pause for a quick prayer before speaking with someone, whether it's a coworker, a family member, or a friend. Ask God for wisdom and kindness in your words. Let me share a personal story that transformed the way I approach prayer. A few years ago, I felt overwhelmed by life's demands. I was constantly busy, but spiritually drained. Then, I heard someone share how they prayed while doing everyday tasks. I started trying it, praying for my children as I packed their lunches, or asking God for guidance as I drove to work. Over time, these small, intentional prayers became the most meaningful part of my day. They reminded me that God is always present, not just in the quiet moments, but in the chaos too. One friend of mine shared how she began praying during her evening runs. At first, it felt awkward, but she soon realized it was the perfect time to pour out her heart to God. Now, her runs aren't just about physical health, but spiritual renewal as well. To recap, here are the key strategies for incorporating prayer into your daily life. Use routine tasks as a trigger for prayer. Transform downtime, like commuting, into a time for spiritual connection. Reflect on God's blessings and presence in every moment, no matter how small. Make prayer conversational. Just talk to God throughout your day. The beauty of consistent prayer is that it doesn't just change how you see your tasks, it changes you. It shifts your perspective, brings peace to your heart, and keeps you aligned with God's purpose. Now, we want to hear from you. What are some ways you've incorporated prayer into your daily life? Share your ideas and testimonies in the comments below. We'd love to learn from you. And if this message resonated with you, check out our next video. Let's remember, prayer is not about perfection, but persistence. So, let's commit to praying without ceasing. One moment, one task, one conversation at a time.